For more, let's check back in with Dick Sullivan. He is the president and CEO of the PGA Tour Superstore. It's great to have you back.
Great to be here, Kelly. Nice to see you again.
I did my channel checks with our golf expert, Dom Chu, and he says there are still shortages and, little delays, sometimes problems with the golf industry in general. How are we today versus where we were, a year or 2 years ago?
Well, the whole world is on back order, as we know.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're not in as bad a shape as many other industries. We've been creative wherever we can be. I use the example all the time that we had 15,000 bulky wedges that came into our stores without grips on them because there was a rubber shortage, and we actually put grips on inside of our stores. So wherever we can, we try to accelerate that purchase cycle for the consumer. But things that might have taken a week or two before could be taking 4 or 5 weeks. I don't care, what industry you're in. We're all, seeing some delays.
Yeah, I heard that the rubber grips were a particular problem. So I guess my question from the market's point of view, from a macro point of view, is, are these challenges, are we weeks or months away from them working themselves out? Or do you look now into 2023 and see this situation still persisting?
Well, I think we're starting to see countries open up like Vietnam. I mean, many manufacturers moved from China to Vietnam years ago. And, Vietnam, I think, was hit harder from COVID than other countries. But we're starting to see that loosen up. We're starting to see equipment. We really are, we're about 95% of where we want to be from an in-stock standpoint. And we still have plenty of product that people can sell. But I think that the most exciting thing that we've seen in the past years is more women coming into the game, Kelly, than ever before. It used to be less than 20% of golfers were women. Now we're over 30% of women. So our women's apparel business, our women's club business, and those are businesses that I think, are so exciting to see grow with beginners growing. I mean, you mentioned the amount of golf rounds that are being played. So we have plenty of inventory, we have plenty of products. We are seeing delays. If you special order anything in life right now, you're going to see a little bit longer delay than normal.
Right, exactly. And I know personally, I have several friends who are trying to learn golf or pick it up or take it up now, and I commend them because I'm not good at it. So,
well, you said that, but the football season is over now, so we need to do something different. What's interesting is there's actually 2 former Super Bowl quarterbacks in this store. I'm in Atlanta right now.
Wow, who?
2 former Super Bowl quarterbacks. Cordell Stewart and Matt Ryan from the Pittsburgh Steelers and from the Atlanta Falcons, both here shopping. One's actually getting his clubs regripped. Another one's shopping, buying all kinds of apparel to be looking good out on the golf course.
NFL superstars, they're just like you. Let me finish then, I guess, just by asking a question, and I don't mean for it, to be all about headwinds, but you're in such a unique situation, having demand explosion, supply chain bottlenecks, and now I'm going to ask you about kind of wages and staffing. What's the update there as we're starting to see more evidence that people are really getting and asking for higher wages these days?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, our company's owned by Arthur Blank, not only an NFL owner of our Atlanta Falcons football team, but the founder of Home Depot. And Arthur has always had a value of paying people, putting people first. And in this case, we increased our minimum wage last year. We've increased our wages overall for our store associates by over 10%, which does counter some of the inflation that we're seeing at roughly 7.5%. So we've been very fortunate. And last I checked, 94% of the associates within this company would refer a friend to come work for our company. So I know there's been lots of challenges in hiring. We've been fortunate. We haven't had those challenges. Obviously, we increased our minimum wage. We compressed and added more pay increases for those around the $15 wage. So we've been trying to live our values here. We've always lived those at Home Depot. We're living them here again at PGA Tour Superstore.
Yeah, my favorite Arthur Blank anecdote is how he refused to call the headquarters. He called it the service center to emphasize that it was to serve everybody else. Profit margins.
We are, store support center. That's exactly what we are. We support our stores.
Real quickly on profit margins. So we know your sales are way up and all that, but where are you? Have profit margins increased at all, or are they under some pressure?
Yeah, I mean, we're privately held, but we've significantly increased our margins. And, we could talk about EBITDA all day long. We've seen with 80% increase in sales, when you do work for Arthur Blank, you better have some leverage on the expense side as well. But what's great is this year, I mean, we're already seeing on top of 80% increase over the last 2 years. And some of it's, COVID driven. People are working from home. People are playing golf at 5 o'clock at night versus being in a train or being in a car at 5 o'clock. So that's helped our business for sure. But we're seeing this year over 25% growth again already this year. And over 20% of that is through new customers coming through our doors or transactions, meaning our average retails are only up about 3 or 4%. So it's not all because of inflation. You know, the game is still growing, and we're really excited about where we're at this point.
Very interesting. Well, tell those guys to get over to a camera. We can ask them about their favorite Super Bowl ads or something.
And we need to get you out.
No,
Kelly. We need to get you on the court.
I'm truly hopeless. But I have great respect for those who are very good at it. Dick, thank you so much for your time
Thanks
today.
Again.